I got a request on TikTok to do a tutorial on how I curl my hair without a curling iron. So I thought I'd do that. Just want to point out that my amazing father taught me how to do this, and so basically it's based on the way that people used to do it in like 50s or so, and how you tie your hair up with cloth. So without further ado, here we go. So first things first, you want to have your hair significantly damp, not wet, but damp. I've just had a shower, so my hair is fairly damp. It needs to dry overnight, so do it before bed. But it doesn't need to be wet, so that when you wake up in the morning it should have dried. So yeah, first you need to make sure that you brushed it really well, because you can't brush it really once, otherwise the curls will come out. So yeah, brush it the night before you do the curls, then we can get into it. So I'll just give it a brush. Right, so once your hair's all brushed, you can get ready to start curling it. So there are many ways you can do it. You can do it with pieces of cloth or string, but I like to do it with bobby pins just because it's what I've got on hand and it's the easiest way to do it. So what you're going to do is you're going to split up your hair into sections. I like to do 2 different sides so it's easier to maintain. So you're going to take a strand of hair like this and you're going to wrap it around your fingers so that it forms like a curl. Take those out and bring the curls up so that they're on the thing there. And you're going to take 2 bobby pins, one on either side of the curl. So basically it's going to be at the front, you can just pin it down, but when it comes around to the back you're going to hold it up so that it's the curl comes off the head. Just like so. It looks a little bit funny, but trust me, it'll be fine. And just pin it down using as many as you need, preferably only about 2 or 3 though, so that you don't have quite so much on your head to sleep in. There you go, so that's the first curl there. So you want to take, when you're doing it, you want to take sections that aren't quite too big, because otherwise it's going to be hard to curl it up. Curl. Yeah. And so then you're going to secure it against your scalp. There you go, there's another one. Yeah, so you're just going to do that all the way around the head until you've curled up every single, every part of the hair. Just until it's done. Can take some time, so it's always good to chuck on like some music or something to watch while you're doing it. Otherwise you may get bored, so because it takes a long time. So now that you've finished all that, they're all up in the rolls, you need to secure it. So you can do that with some form of bandana or anything, but the idea is just to hold up the curls so that they're secure and that they don't like fall out, especially during the night. But I tend to use a wig cap. So you can use a bandana, you can use a beanie, anything like that. You don't technically have to use one, it just keeps them from like falling apart and getting all messed up. So yeah, there we go, weak cat. My face. Okay, right. Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable because of the bobby pins, but you know, you'll survive. I survive, so yeah, it's all good. Right, there you go. Look a little bit like Princess Leia. Anyway, so you're going to leave it overnight while you sleep, and then in the morning you're going to take them out, and they should be nice and curly. I'll see you in the morning. My morning, not yours. Good morning! Well, for me, not for you. For me it's been about 12 hours, for you it has been less than 12 seconds. Anyway, so I left my hair overnight, so yeah. For any of you that have ever washed your hair and put it into a plait overnight, you will know that when you wake up in the morning, two things will have happened. A, your hair will not have dried, and B, your hair will become all crinkly because of the, you know, the waterness and stuff. Anyway, so what you're going to do is you're going to take off the cap or piece of material or whatever you've done to secure it, which for me is frustrating because the bobby pins have now locked themselves into the cap. There we go. All gone. So, ta-da! So now what you're going to do is, because you want to make sure that your hair is dry, you're going to need a hairdryer. So you're going to spend a little bit of time just trying to make sure that it's all dry, just so it's set properly, and so that the curls are at their best, and so it doesn't look wet when you have it all down in curls. Done that, you can see why it is good to only have it damp and not really wet, because otherwise that process would take forever. Next we're going to take all of these out. Now you need to be very careful because if you pull too hard or anything you could like detach the circle-y things, the curls. You could mess them up, so you don't want to pull too hard, but you're just going to gently take out all of the bobby pins, and so they, rather than trying to pull them out, you want to detach the bobby pins so they just fall. Like a waterfall. Yeah, so you're going to do that to your whole head. And just, yeah, being careful. And remember, don't try and brush them as you're doing it, like at all. Don't. So what you want to do is, when you're taking your curls out, you want to find where the bobby pins are, or the pieces of cloth, if you're using cloth. And just, you know, pull them out, like that. Gently, so that you're not, ow, 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 and try not to hurt yourself. Although I'm a bit of a hazard. Yeah, pull them out nice and gently. It's always good to try and remember how many bobby pins you put in. That's why it's always good to just put in the same amount for each curl, so that you know how many you put in. I know that for this curl I put in 3, so see if I can find the third one. There it is. Now some of them may not come out immediately like that because they may be attached to other ones which have bobby pins. So that's okay, you can just, they'll just fall as you do it. They'll just kind of start falling out of your head. There you go. So that's a bit of a better presentation of the curls coming out. They're really pretty. I like them a lot. So we'll keep going. There are a couple of important things to remember. Firstly, this is not a perm in any way, shape or form. So if you brush it, the curls will come out. It's basic like how hair remembers sort of things. It's just a basic memory thing in which your hair remembers how it was placed, and so it stays like that for a bit. So usually these can stay in, for me, for about 6 hours, depending on what I'm doing. For a cosplay, they're really good because they're quite temporary, but they're really nice. Yeah, if you use hairspray, which I'll probably do in a minute, they can last longer. You can brush it a bit at the top, which is the key thing to remember, but don't brush it too much around the curls, because otherwise they will come undone. If you just want it to be a bit wavy, that's probably okay. You can brush it. If you want it to be a bit more low hanging, you can do it with cloth or string. So that'll probably start the curls around here. And so basically what you do is you roll it up like we did before, roll it into the things, and put the cloth, strips of cloth, the rope, the ribbon, whatever you've done, tie it, and so it'll just kind of hang down there. There are also, I think you can still buy them, but there are some little rolls called hair curling rolls. They work in the same sort of way as well. You roll them up and they stick to your head, and you have it around there. Yeah, so I'm going to do a quick hairstyle, but I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you found it easy. You can always rewind if you aren't sure, or feel free to ask any questions you have. So, cool. I'm going to go get the stuff I need to do my hair. Okay, pre-warning, the hairstyle I'm about to do was a nice one from the 50s. I'll leave a link to the person who taught me how to do this. She was pretty cool. And there you go. So there's my Millie Dickson thing and my curling tutorial. I hope you enjoyed that and can use it. You're welcome. Thanks for watching. Bye.